Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Arce is here with us today.
Yep.
And we got a special guest in the building, Edgar Berlanga. He's back in here. How you feeling?
It's good, my brother. Everything good, man.
Yes,
Fight
sir.
this weekend. How you feeling?
Feeling good.
Yeah?
You know what I'm saying? Got like an 8-week camp in Boulder, Colorado. Back when I went back to where I was training there for the Canelo fight.
Mm-hmm.
Feeling good, though,
Feeling
man.
good?
I'm back in the city, man. You know what I'm saying? Main event. Haven't fought here in like 2.5 years, you know, so it feels good.
How does it take to get refocused after the Canelo loss?
It wasn't really a loss, you know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody, you know, it was a great fight. But I bounced back pretty good, you know what I'm saying? I came back with a first round knockout, you know, 17 first round knockouts now. And it brought experience to me, you know what I'm saying? I gained a lot of experience being in there with him. You know what I'm saying? He's a legend at the end of the day, you feel me? And me going in there with no experience, I didn't have no type of nothing, you feel me? I just went in there with what I got, you know what I'm saying? My skill and whatever little bit of experience I got as a pro. And, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I did pretty well.
What did you learn from that fight?
A lot. I learned what it feels, first of all, the feeling to be at the top, you know what I'm saying? Because finding a guy like him, you know, that's the top of the pinnacle of boxing, you know what I'm saying? You don't get no higher than that, you feel me? And my generation, like dudes that I came out with, you know what I'm saying, from the amateurs, I'm the only guy in my generation that fought a legend, you feel me?
Wow.
And you know what I'm saying? That's like them fighting Floyd or them fighting Manny Pacquiao or something, you feel me? I fought Canelo right now, if you really, you know what I'm saying? Canelo is he's a living legend right now, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna go down as one of the best Mexican fighters of all time. And just being at that level, you feel me? The fighting in front of 20,000 people, being on pay-per-view, the magnitude of the fight, you know what I'm saying? The weigh-in was probably about 5,000 people at the weigh-in, you know what I'm saying? So just gaining that type of experience, because fighters, you know, that get at that level, they can't really, that energy's crazy, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes a fighter could be in the gym, look good, and hit the bag, and sparring, look like Floyd Mayweather, look like Andre Ward, but then, you know what I'm saying, they up against 20,000 Mexicans, you know what I'm saying? And you got them screaming, fuck your mother, fuck your, you know, we're gonna fuck your wife, you know what I'm saying? And Fat Joe's with me, you know what I'm saying? We walking in like, fuck you, Fat Joe, like, you know what I'm saying? It's different. And just gaining that whole experience as a fighter was amazing.
You know, you have a lot of respect for Canelo. You're showing it now, but especially after the fight. But then a couple months after, you guys are going back and forth. You was, you know, what did he say to you that offend you that then you was back on a disrespectful wave? Yeah,
because, you know, like, at the end of the day, I have respect for him, you know what I'm saying? And I still got respect for him as a fighter, but I felt like he was disrespecting me when he started going on a rampage his whole fight week, saying, you know what I'm saying, like I was running. Like, I was trying to survive.
Surviving, yeah.
I was trying to survive, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then it comes a show, he talking all that shit, and then next thing you know, he fight Skull, and Skull's running laps around the whole ring, 12 rounds, you know what I'm saying? So I started laughing. I'm like, nah, you bugging, bro. Like, I was there the whole 12 rounds.
You definitely weren't surviving.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I was just, you know, my skill, that's it.
I heard you say you want a rematch with him.
I want one, you know, but I know that, you know, right now I gotta make my mark first, you know what I'm saying? I got July 12th to focus on. I gotta knock this dude out. You know what I'm saying? I probably gotta do another big fight. And then we could see, you know what I'm saying? But for real, like, the Mexican people's asking for that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm all over, you know? I'm in Cali, I'm in Texas, I'm in Florida, you know, Plant City where I train at, and there's a whole bunch of Mexicans, and everything, every time they see me, they always like, every Mexican's like, we want that rematch. You got to get that rematch with Canelo, man. You got to get that.
Yeah, but Canelo's about to fight Terrence Crawford, right? So, and that fight at one point was wide with the odds. Now it's only 2-1. So a lot of people are picking Bud for that fight. I mean, what if
changed?
Bud? I guess the size when they seeing Bud and Canelo next to each other. Bud has longer arms. The size difference is not big because Canelo is small for 168. You know what I mean? It's like, so what if Bud beats Canelo? Is that a fight that you'll entertain?
Of course. You know, he gonna have all the belts. So. And who's the biggest? I'm the biggest fighter. He could fight at 168 right now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know,
right?
Caleb Laws.
So you'll be done chasing a Canelo rematch if Bud beats him. Bud will be your new target.
Yeah, we want the belts. You know what I'm saying? When it's all said and done, I'm in this shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Who do you think wins that fight?
To be honest, I'm gonna be honest, man. You know, Canelo just got the size difference. You feel me? Bud is a 2-time undisputed world champ. You know what I'm saying? Bud got the IQ, he got everything. I feel like the only difference in that fight, and if Canelo does win, is because of his size. You know what I'm saying? He been in there with me. He been in there with Bivol. You know what I'm saying? He's been in there with big dudes. You feel me? So I know Crawford's power ain't gonna do nothing to him. You know what I'm saying? And his skill, he got skill. Don't get me wrong, but this dude is strong. You feel me? So I feel like he gonna probably try to just walk him down, just use his strength against him.
You know, Boxing News 24 said your desire to have a rematch against Canelo is a deluded pipe dream.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
Who's that?
Boxing News 24.
Yeah, they always hating on me though.
Yeah.
They always hating on me. I don't give a fuck about them. Whoever own that site, eat up. You know what I'm saying? Them dudes, they always talking. They
Eat up.
They don't got nothing positive.
That's the
to say
radio
about me.
edit. He wants to eat a dick. But
Whoever own that page, because every time he's always throwing something. I don't know if it's a girl. I don't know who it is, but they always throwing some shady shit at me. You know what I'm saying? Fuck them. At the end of the day, they don't dictate. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? At the end of the day, if we do, if we don't, then it is what it is. But at least I know I'm chasing greatness. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
Do you know your opponent's weaknesses for the fight coming up?
Yeah, he's soft, bro.
He's soft.
He's soft, man. He's from the UK, you know what I'm saying? So when you bring him over on this side, it's different, you know what I'm saying? See, like us, if we go over there, like I'm born and raised from New York, you know what I'm saying? So I'm from the trenches. If I go over there, I'm having my energy gonna be up here. Them dudes come over here and they fold them, they pussy, you know what I'm saying? And he's soft, I can see it, you know what I'm saying? He's soft.
Did you and Shakur squash it a little? Because I know that's your bro from back in the day from the amateurs, but when he was here last time, he kind of felt the way about you being on the main event. But then he went on Twitter and on socials like, you know what, that's my bro. I was out of line, kind of. So explain that whole situation.
Not because I started going crazy. I mean, they sent that shit to me at like 4 in the morning. I was talking to him. And I just felt like, you know, I said, first I was like, fuck it. I didn't even hit him. I just you
went on Twitter or something?
Went straight on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Because what he said.
What'd you say on Instagram again?
Eat it.
Eat up.
Eat up.
Nah, I didn't say that. Nah, I was just, I was just chatting and shit about, like, trying to get him tight, you know what I'm saying? Because he got me tight. So I'm like, I was just talking about his hands, brittle hands and shit. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, I fought offended. I'm like, then, nigga, you my brother, you know what I'm saying? And we supposed to be cool. You feel me? And at the end of the day, I told him, because he called me and then we spoke. And I was like, yo, bro, at the end of the day, New York is my city. And the first thing I told Turkey and the whole organization, I said, yo, bro, if I'm fighting on your card, if I'm main event, if I'm fighting on a card in New York, I don't give a fuck if it's Benavidez, Bivol, Arce better be. Them niggas is not gonna be on top of me in my city. You know what I'm saying? Not right now, not at all. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm too much of a big of a star to be fucking co-main event in New York. You know what I'm saying? And I told Shakur, I said, yo, bro, if Turkey would have said, yo, y'all fighting in the Prudential, y'all fighting in Newark or Jersey, I'm gonna put Shakur as main event, I would have been like, all right, cool, you know what I'm saying? That's my brother. You gotta respect that at the end of the day. That's your city, that's your shit. You know what I'm saying? New Jersey's your shit, you feel me? Cool. I was like, yo, bro, respectfully, New York is my shit, you know what I'm saying? And nobody, at the end of the day, nobody gonna go over me in New York, you know what I'm saying? But he you know what I'm saying? He was just more tight because of how they was treating him. You know what I'm saying? He felt like it was, and I'd say, yo, bro, at the end of the day, it's a double main event, so it don't really matter. They treating us like a double main event. You know what I'm saying? They giving us the same privileges. The only difference is that I'm walking out last.
Who's getting a bigger purse?
I don't know. I don't know.
Now you called Hasma soft, right? But he's undefeated. I think he's got like 17 knockouts. Does that impact you at all mentally?
Nah, I don't know. He lost his last fight.
You did?
Yeah, he lost.
But not technically.
Not technically, yeah.
Not technically, but he lost. You know,
a lot of people felt that he didn't get that decision.
He got his ass whooped over there, bad. And his too, that over there in Saudi with his people, got his ass whooped by a Dominican dude. But I'm not gonna sit here and say the dude is trash, because obviously I took him as an opponent, but you know what I'm saying.
You already said he's trash. He said, I'm not gonna say he's trash. He said he's trash 3 times.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like
he looked great against Ammo Williams.
Yeah,
a
but
good
come
win.
on, Ammo, bro. That dude's
Ammo
a
could
bum,
punch.
bro.
Nah, I wouldn't call Ammo a
God.
bum. I mean, he got some good wins under his
Huh?
belt. No, he got some good wins. I mean, I thought it was a good win against Ammo. Ammo
Come
could
on,
punch.
bro.
He's
That
dangerous.
dude was all out, bro. That dude's novice. He look like a novice fighting that guy, man. You crazy, Ammo? I'm gonna fuck Shiraz up.
Yo, what's your issue? What's your issue with Oscar De La Hoya? I gotta ask you because you were going to meeting before you signed a Matchroom with Eddie Hearn and them.
He wanted to sign me.
Hold on. You met up with everybody. I saw you, your pops, Oscar in the office. You guys are cool.
That boy Oscar was
Then
so
next-
happy.
then
He
next
thought he
thing-
was gonna sign me.
So what happened though? Why you attacking him, sending him fishnet pictures on the internet and all
Nah,
that?
You
you
said
know
I'm
what it
fishing
is,
the
though.
panties.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like pictures,
Oh,
posting
pictures,
it.
oh,
Like
you
a
want
bunch
to
of
tell
stuff.
Oscar to eat
'Cause
up.
Oscar,
He was
Oscar
good.
gets
What?
too much
You
hate.
want to tell Oscar eat up. Oscar be like,
I'll
don't threaten
tell
you with a
that
good
nigga,
time.
Eat up.
Nah, I think Oscar getting too much hate, bro. Like, what's
Eat
the
up
problem?
with your feet up.
Oscar ain't never. He always been good with me. I want to know what's the issue with some fighters having so much hate towards Oscar. What's your problem with Oscar?
Listen, my problem with Oscar is you supposed to be a promoter. Be a fucking promoter, dickhead. You know what I'm saying? Like, be a promoter.
Jesus.
He trying to be something else. Not only that, he's a guy that he's a legend. You know what I'm saying? You got to respect it. He did a lot in the
He
sport.
fought everybody. Never
Everybody.
ducked anybody.
So, as far as credentials, I respect them. But when you start, like when we fought, the whole shit started when we fought Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, he wanted to sign me.
Right.
He flew just to try to get that deal with me. He flew a jet from LA straight to New York just to sit down with me, and then sat down with me for 2 hours. And he hopped on his jet and left back to LA.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he was like, oh my God, I want to.
So why didn't that work out?
Yeah, why didn't you sign him?
Because the numbers we was telling him we wanted, he couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't match it. You feel me? And obviously, Eddie was the one that matched what we wanted, and that's why we got with Eddie. But and then during the Canelo press in Vegas, Oscar just kept going. You know what I'm saying? That clapback Thursday shit he be doing.
Oh yeah, on Instagram.
That shit is.
Sometimes it's funny. I don't know. So he'd be clapping at some people. It'd be funny. So you were on the clapback Thursdays. He threw some shots at you.
Yeah, and then and during the press conference, I said, "Yo, I'm gonna smack the shit out of you when I see you," right? So now,
But you ain't really gonna do that.
Huh?
I mean, you ain't really gonna get into a
bro,
real
if that nigga
fight.
come next to me, I'm smacking him.
Damn.
Damn, is that
Why
deep?
though?
Huh?
I mean, I ain't got no real beef.
I'm gonna smack the Botox out of that nigga.
Damn.
Stop.
Yo, listen. So the shit we deaded the shit, right? Whatever, cool. Is 6 months later. Boom, 6 months. This dude put up a video of him smoking a blunt, talking about he gonna come fight week and he wanna see if he gonna smack the shit out of me. And he went on another podcast like 2 days later saying he gonna smack the shit out of me. So I said, oh, okay. I wanna see that energy when I see you fight. I wanna see if you're gonna smack the shit out of me. Now I got a surprise for him on the press conference. A big surprise for him.
This week.
Yeah, this week, press conference. I got a super duper surprise for
Really?
him. Yo, yeah.
You throw a hint? Well,
Huh?
is it what kind of surprise? Like,
It's gonna be legendary. It's gonna be legendary. It's gonna be legendary.
You gotta stay focused. Though. I understand you don't
Yes.
like Oscar, but you still gotta stay focused on the fight at
I want
hand.
to know what the surprise is. Now I'm
yeah,
curious.
right.
Now I
How you
gotta
gonna
see-
watch the press conference?
Yeah, what's the press conference? I got to see the surprise.
Thursday.
All right.
Thursday. I'm telling you, it's gonna be viral.
Hmm.
Fuck him.
Don't swing on him.
Huh?
Don't mess up the whole promotion.
Nah. He gonna sue me if I
All right,
sue
then,
him.
so, good.
Then I'm instead of fighting Shiraz, I'm gonna be fighting him.
Yeah.
But you gonna bring out the person who took the pictures of him in the fishnet?
But they can't use that against him anymore. He came out,
Yeah.
clean.
It go back viral.
He came out. Maybe.
Hey, yo, I'm confused. He
know.
came out, he gay?
No, not gay.
Oh, wow.
It was
No,
like
you
that.
saying
he was
fishnet. I don't
freaky
know,
with
like,
the
I don't
girls,
know
and the
that.
girl told him to wear fishnets, and he wore
Oh.
the fishnets.
Right.
And then
Oh, so he
With a
kinky.
wig, with a
Oh,
gig,
Yeah,
with
he had a
wig.
documentary on.
With a
I think it was
wig.
HBO.
Oh.
or something.
Panties. He had pink panties on.
But he said he was getting high, and it was just he don't know what was happening. He just woke up, pictures was on the internet. So he
Okay.
like
denied
some
it
like
at
hangover.
first.
You know that movie Hangover?
Yes.
Like some hangover shit. He
Okay.
said,
he denied it at first, and then
Yeah, but once somebody admitting it and they don't care, like
Yeah.
can't really use it against him.
And was you always flashy? Your swag is always flashy.
Yeah, always. Like my father did seven. He did 7 years. So like 2 weeks after I was born, he went to prison. You know what I'm saying? So he came home when I was 7, almost 8. and then just I was born and raised in
Yeah.
Douglas projects and 102nd in Columbus. My family, my mom's side of the family been living there for like 45 years. You know what I'm saying? And then the Bronx, I was in Hunts Point, I was in Webster projects, Elias Baruch houses, you know what I'm saying, Lower East Side. So, I grew up around that shit. That's why I tell everybody, like, I grew up around that, looking out the window and seeing all the niggas outside, like selling drugs and shit, and big cars, big chains. And I used to be on TV watching MTV and shit, looking at Fat Joe all the time. You know what I'm saying? I used to just watch Fat Joe, just watch it all chained up, jeweled up and shit. So
he was always.
I always had
flashy.
that. You know what I'm saying?
Just without the diamonds though.
Like when my father came home at 7, when I was 7, he came home and I already knew the shit. Like it was winter time. He took me to Knickerbocker. And went to Jimmy Jazz, right where we went, Jimmy Jazz. Went to Jimmy Jazz, and we went, and there was another store next to it, but it was like another store that was like had some like bullshit like clothes for kids, and he was trying to take me in that store, and I'm like, Pop, I'm not going in. Nah, Pop. I was like, yo, I want to go in there. So we walk. He's like,
prices.
Damn, man. So we go inside Jimmy Jazz, and there's the fur coat, a black fur coat, and I'm like, Pops, I want that one right there. He was like, damn, man, call my mom. Yo, man, what you teaching this guy, man? This guy, I'm trying to take him, he tried to take me to get the cheap clothes. I didn't want the cheap clothes. I wanted the expensive shit. So I always been like that.
So you the same way with your son? Like you make sure he's
my son
flashy.
is always fly. Yeah, I'll make sure he's always, he got his little Spider-Man shit. I don't try to overdo it with, cause he's a kid at the end, you know what I'm saying? But I always make sure, he got his little chain on, you know what I'm saying? He got all his swag,
You want to box?
Vibes. I think so, yeah. I think he's gonna box. I think he's gonna be a boxer.
He's a little aggressive.
He's gonna be a boxer. He's gonna be a rapper, actor. I don't know.
He definitely got to be aggressive. Look who's father is. If he talk like that in the house, I already know.
Would you want him to box though? Would you want him to?
Nah, for real, nah. Unless he wants to, like, if he crying to me like, I want to be a boxer, Dad. Like, then it's like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like if I gotta force him, if I really got it, but no, if he got talent. If I like put him in and he's fucking kids up.
I think Charlotte was talking about more for the injuries and
nah, I don't
it's
know.
just boxing is hard, bro. This shit, I think I'm the only one that's gonna be doing this shit, bro. This shit's tough.
For how long though? I mean, what's the goal? What's the quota? What do you want to achieve? How much money you want to make before you say, all right,
I want to
next
make
chapter?
100 plus.
100 plus million?
Yeah.
How long is it gonna take you to get to that?
Soon. At least another 3 years, you know what I'm saying? But I gotta get these big fights, and I wanna make legacy. I want to do legacy. I want to become a champ. And I want to be the king, you know what I'm saying? I want to be the king of 168. At least I got to conquer that right there. Once I conquer that, then I can move up.
I saw you say you wanted to fight 2 heavyweight fights too.
Yeah. Not because I sparred heavyweights before, you know what I'm saying? Like
you were calling out Anthony Joshua for a second. Didn't you call out Anthony Joshua? You still want to fight Anthony Joshua?
Yeah, I swear to God. Yo,
what you think about that, Charlotte? Him and Anthony Joshua.
I don't think that's smart.
240. What?
I don't think that's smart.
I was dropping them in sparring, so I'm like, wait, these niggas, they big, and I'm telling pros that's coming at me throwing, and I'm moving.
Not Joshua though. You ain't sparred Joshua.
The same thing you said about Canelo and Crawford. I feel it would be the same thing. Like Anthony Joshua's used to that weight and fighting at that weight and being strong and fast at that weight.
I just take mad steroids. I just do mad steroids.
He be trolling like shit. Yo.
Would you just jump right to heavyweight, or would you, do?
Nah, I probably do like light heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? Because there's good fights. You got Bivol still there. You got Benavidez. You got all these guys that I could.
So you would fight Benavidez. I mean, because that's obviously he was at 168. He moved up. But if you conquer 168, you would want to fight Benavidez.
Not pussy, bro. You know what I'm saying? His father be thinking that niggas is soft. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Nobody's scared of Benavidez.
Nah, nobody's scared of him, bro. It's boxing, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like you're the face of New York boxing?
100%. And I don't need a title. I don't give a fuck. You right now in this day and age in boxing, you don't need a title to be that dude. You know what I'm saying? You see, it's all about ticket sales. How many? You know what I'm saying? How you selling? How you marketing yourself? You know what I'm saying? And then especially when you go in the ring, then you got to perform when it's all said and done. But right now in boxing, and right now it's not really. You don't really need a title. How many guys right now that is world champions that nobody don't know?
It's more of a star-driven sport. How do you feel about Turkey, His Excellency Turkey Alalshikh, picking Shiraz in this fight. So like, even though you're the main event, it's your city, but the man funding all this is saying you're gonna lose.
I had a meeting with him.
I saw the pictures. How's he treating you? How's the relationship with you and Turkey?
Good. Yeah, he you know what it is? He loves boxing, bro. So he be trolling. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You see what he said about Shakur? He gonna make this ring string.
Yeah, let's set
that's not real?
No.
Nah. That's not
I
real.
thought that shit was
That's
dope.
not real.
Like, the fight go on, the ring was gonna shrink. I'm like, how the fuck they gonna do that? That shit sound dope.
Yeah.
Nah, it
like
does, but it's not
Game,
realistic. He was
Game.
I mean, the commission would never allow that, like, because the fighter
I
had to
didn't know.
agree to that.
I read it. I was like, oh, that shit sound dope.
Yeah, it's like a $20 million ring.
Yeah,
I mean, like, that would be
That
crazy.
shit gets smaller. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Nah, but I'm not gonna lie. Turkey's crazy. Like, he really loved boxing.
Yeah.
Like,
He probably would do that if he could.
No. Yeah,
Yeah, he
he could.
would.
Yeah, He's so crazy. He'll probably put a boxing fight in the air, type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
you know those fucking propellers. You know how you eat
balloons.
you know how you eat on like when you go to Dubai and shit.
The restaurants in the sky.
Yeah.
He's so crazy. He'll fuck around and do like a boxing match in the air type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
That's too much.
I need 100 for that.
100 mil?
To do that?
Yeah, that's
For real.
But he thinks outside the box like that. You know, he wants to have a fight in what's the prison in
California.
Yeah. What's the famous prison?
Alcatraz?
Alcatraz. He wants to do a fight in
dress
Alcatraz.
The fighters up like inmates and shit with shackles on. Yeah, he crazy.
He got too much money. That's
Does
too much
boxing
money.
need all of that though?
He said, "I'm a fan.
I don't know.
I love boxing."
I mean, to be honest with you,
He like
the fight in Times Square, the fact that it was in Times Square created a lot of buzz for that fight. Like,
I didn't love
the
it, though.
No, you might not love the fight, but I'm talking the lead up. It was like, wow, they shut down Times Square. So those things draw people.
And I wanna nip this on the butt, because people were trying to say that he blocked. You know how they put the covers up?
Yeah.
That he tried to put the covers up so nobody could see from the outside, and that wasn't the case.
That wasn't.
He didn't want that. He wanted the people on the outside to watch the fight.
It's a city.
So
that
if you are across the street, you could still watch the fight. Just the gate is up, but you know how he put the plastic over. But the police made him put the plastic over because they said he's gonna cause too much chaos with the cars. You know what I'm saying? If the cars are driving by and shit,
they'll be slowing down.
They're gonna be slowing down to try to watch the fight. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna create craziness. So
he wanted everybody to see it.
He wanted everybody to see. You know what I'm saying? He made it limited because it wasn't that much of a big of a space. You know what I'm saying? It was only 300 people.
Right.
But he said he didn't want that fucking that plastic over. You know what I'm saying? And
he's great for the sport.
I thought the fight this weekend was supposed to be in Central Park, wasn't it? At one point.
At one point, but now it's at the tennis stadium.
He was trying to do the Central Park and they put like a concert right after.
Wow.
Like, so after we done fighting, like everybody just walk over to the stage and watch all the rappers just perform and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? After that combo that I had with him, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, I was telling him who's pulling up to the fight. And I was like, yo, you know, I said, you know my people. Like, you was just with my people. You was with Khaled, you was with Sean Peck. Those are my people. That's my family. He's like, yeah, man, I want to get into music too. I said, oh my God.
Too much.
Does boxing need all them gimmicks though, you think?
It's different. I feel like it's just new. He's bringing something new into boxing. And I feel like he's trying to bring that madness that the UFC has when they be bugging out in press conferences and shit. And he likes that build up. Like, he loves that. He thrives off that shit. Like, he likes all that pushing shit. If you swing and hit somebody, like, he don't give a fuck. Like, he's like, yo, I want that. Like, he likes that. He needs that.
Those viral moments sometimes make a fight. You know what I'm saying?
That's why now I'm understanding. That's why I feel like he put Dana White as the. Well,
he's promoting for the Bud Crawford,
which is weird. That's his first.
Canelo.
But I know he fuck with Dana White because you know that UFC shit is crazy. Them dudes be on all types of shit. They be on all types of drugs and shit. And they bugged out.
What do you want to do? What do you want to do after boxing?
I want to be an actor.
Oh yeah, like
I
taking classes?
I never.
Would you?
I haven't took a class yet, but I got act.
Yeah, I mean.
No, for real, I got act.
I mean, how do you know that? You ever done anything? A scene? I mean.
Gotta do a scene, go.
No, you do a scene out of a movie. Like, give us your skills. Show us your acting skills.
All right, so you want me to be like a gangster?
No, she's an actress.
She's an actress. So go back and forth with her on the scene.
Okay, Platinos and collard greens. Let's go.
No.
What? Platinos and collard greens, nigga?
Yo, you gave her some drugs. She didn't give you back the drugs, and now you caught her. Go. Action.
Wait, say it again. All right,
No. Look. All right, look. So I'm interrogating you. You caught a body. I'm interrogating. We on Power. Let's just say this is an
you a
episode
cop.
of Power. Yeah.
You a cop.
I'm a cop. Where was the gun?
I ain't snitching. I ain't have a gun.
You might as well tell me. We already got it.
I don't have a gun. I don't know what you're talking about. You gonna arrest me though?
How did the guy end up dead?
I don't know. You gonna arrest me?
You're gonna fucking sit here and play some
Are you
games
gonna
with me,
arrest
and I
me?
already know. We already got you.
I know we in the interrogation room. Are you gonna arrest me? Just arrest me because I could get my lawyer.
Yeah. All right.
I don't feel like he acting.
Yeah,
I feel like he's been in this situation
Yeah,
before.
that was too easy.
I don't think you're acting, that guy.
That was too easy.
Play yourself.
Shout out to my brother. You know Renee. You know that work with 50.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my boy.
Yeah, Renee Eve. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We got.
He's acting now too. Like, you know, he was managing
He's
Joseph,
into-
but he's into acting too.
you know, they coming to the fight. You know what I'm saying? As family and shit. So shout out to them too.
Yeah,
you
shout out
know
to
what I'm
Renee
saying?
and
Yeah, shout out
everybody
to
at
Renee
GU.
Eve,
Renee
You know what I'm
yesterday.
saying?
Marry all of them.
We got some shit lined up too. You know what I'm saying? I just told him, yo, man, I gotta focus on July 12th. You know, I gotta really put my mind on that. You know what I'm saying? And because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, boxing is first. That's my bread and butter. And then, you know what I'm saying, after that, then we could get busy with some shit.
Yeah.
My last question, when the bell rings, right? And let's just say things do start to get tough a little bit. What internal voice or mantra keeps you locked in on the fight?
Get him, get this nigga, get this nigga.
That sounds like Diddy at a free ball.
I knew you was ready to say some gay shit, yo.
That's my inner voice.
Okay.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
said
Like
that
my inner
sound
voice,
like
like,
Diddy at a free
like, you know how you in the corner and shit, and like, get this nigga, man. That's like my like, it's like, you know what I'm saying, like that.
Word.
Feel me? Like that.
Like that monster inside your head.
You know what I'm saying?
So
Like,
this fight is not going to distance.
maybe not.
Maybe. Can we get a prediction, like a round prediction or something like
I don't
that?
really like the
round
call, but
prediction.
I wanna beat this shit out of this nigga, bro. Like I wanna stomp on him, like,
Jesus Christ.
you know what I'm saying? Like I wanna.
But you want to stop him. You don't want it to go to distance. Like
Mhm.
you would prefer to stop it.
Oh, 1,000%.
Yeah.
We gonna fight for sure. We getting it on for sure.
What's the boxer that was going at him and then went at Fat Joe?
Khalid Plant. Caleb.
Caleb.
Why would Caleb playing? Y'all squash
You
her?
seen him? He was on here too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he was on
here. What happened? No, you. What happened?
What?
He don't remember. He
fan,
old.
right?
He don't remember.
Oh, Caleb?
See, he
Yeah,
don't
He
remember.
cool. I like him. He cool.
He
Caleb
was
up
just
here.
giving his side of the story when y'all ran into each other in Vegas, how you went back and forth.
Yeah, with
I
Fat
thought that
Joe.
was Fat Joe.
No,
Yeah,
Fat Joe was
Fat Joe
wrong.
was with Edgar.
Oh, got you.
They was gonna beat him up.
Okay.
They was gonna beat him up. He was with Pistol. He was with the whole KR. They was gonna beat him up.
Oh, yeah, that wouldn't have been
They was
good.
gonna beat him up.
Yeah, that wouldn't have
So
been
all
good.
that shit
Damn.
he's talking is cap.
Mhm.
All that shit he's talking, they was gonna beat him up. You know what I'm saying? Because Joe was with Loretta and his daughter. You know what I'm saying? And he went and said that dumb shit.
What did
So
he say to
got
Joe?
tight.
He claims that he never said any of that.
Yeah, he
anything.
said something. He said I forgot what he said, but Joe always talking. When Joe keeps speaking about this shit,
Yeah.
is certain. Then Pistol Pete was like, yeah, like the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Pete was like, yeah, we was right there. Like we was about to stomp this nigga out. You know what I'm saying? But
And that's another fight on your radar.
yeah, I still want that fight, even though he got beat up. But
Like, you still want to fight him.
I don't know. I think he didn't take that. I think he didn't take that guy like serious. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because that dude, he felt like he probably came up from 154. Little dude, you know, little Mexican dude, like 5 feet. You know what I'm saying? Like he look at this dude like, this dude.
You
Easy
can
work.
never sleep on a Mexican.
That's what I'm saying. He felt like probably he fought Benavidez, he fought Canelo, he fought these guys. You know what I'm saying? He's like, this dude. I feel like he really slept on him for real.
How? Mexicans are so tough. Like you can't
I
sleep
know.
on no
Then,
Mexican
no, then the
fighter.
dude was like 15-1. Like he got 15-2 or something. He got like one of his losses. He got knocked out by a dude at 154. I'm telling you, bro. Fight that's but like with me, I don't take nobody. Like you see my last fight, they could say whatever they want. Nigga had rolls and shit. He had fucking, you know those rolls? What's those rolls called?
Or when you
Like you know,
overweight.
when you eat? Yeah, like
Yeah.
them fucking
Oh, the bread rolls, the yeast
yeah,
rolls.
like some
Yeah,
bread
yeah,
rolls,
yeah.
bro. He look like he.
Love handles and shit.
No. The dude off my last fight, it went viral.
Oh yeah.
My
Your
thing-
knockout. Yeah.
But
Jeez.
son is he's
He can
nobody was knocking him out. I
Yeah.
put my bank. Nobody was knocking him out first
Yeah.
round.
People were
like that.
judging him because of the way he looked, but he
Cause
actually got.
he looked like he worked in a bakery. You know what I'm saying? Like he
he
eat mad
could fight.
bread.
Right,
He
right.
had like his shit hanging over. Like if he's having sex, like he probably had to like lift his shit up.
Damn. Like muffin
I
type.
gotta ask you about
muffin.
Shakur before we leave. Obviously that's your man. He really wants a Tank fight. I know Tank gotta get the Roach fight back or whatever that. But if Tank did fight Shakur, like how does that fight play out, real quick? I need your prediction. I never asked you.
It's gonna be a good fight. You know,
because you don't like Tank too much either.
Yeah, but I'm already past that.
Oh, you
shit, you know
passed
what
that,
I'm
all
saying?
right.
It's
Yeah,
like,
cool.
I don't care about that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's more shit outside of boxing. What happened with Tank? But I'm already past that shit. Like, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like we're not even the same weight. So
Right.
why the fuck
Don't
I'm
make no
beefing with a
sense.
nigga that's 135?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like nigga, I'm 168. So it's like it's
But
nothing there.
you feel Shakur beats him?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a tough fight. In order for Shakur to be on, Shakur got to be on his A game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because at the end of the day, Tank gonna come. You know, and Tank is.
Yeah, Tank is nice and he can punch.
He's nice, yeah. It's just, the shit with Lamont. Shout out to Lamont Roach, you know what I'm saying? That's my brother right there. Lamont's my brother, you know what I'm saying? Like, his family, his pops and shit, they humble people, man.
She's a big Tank fan.
Yeah.
She from Baltimore.
Tank.
Yeah. Per.
Nah, so,
Nah.
But that was a good fight, though. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
yeah. Lamont
That
Roach
was
is
a-
really
that was a-
good,
That was
too.
a good fight, bro.
Good guy,
I'm not gonna lie. Tank and Roach, that was a great
Great
fucking
fight, yeah.
Who you got for the rematch?
I was going crazy on Tank. I was going crazy. Like, fight how I posted it up. But I'm gonna keep it a buck.
You was rooting for Tank?
No, I was rooting.
No, he was saying he was going crazy on him. Like
I was going
you know.
crazy because like Lamont was doing his thing. So,
Yeah.
but besides me doing that, I was enjoying it. Like that shit was entertaining, bro.
was.
You
It
know what
was
I'm
a
saying?
great
That shit
fight.
was a great fucking fight, bro.
Great fight.
Who you got
Like-
for the rematch?
Lamont.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going for him. You know what I'm saying? That's my brother. You know what I'm saying? And
no doubt.
I think it's his time. You know what I'm saying? He step up. You know what I'm saying? And do what he do.
He showed improved for sure.
Nah, yeah, for sure.
Well, the fight is this weekend, July 12th. Get your tickets. Make sure you order it online. It's going to be in Queens, so head out there. We appreciate you for joining
Yes,
us.
sir. Louis Armstrong Stadium, man.
Edgar Berlanga, it's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.